sisters and brothers. So today our Moon Healing Circle will be about the moon and especially how is moon connected to our emotions. So you might actually notice that during the different days of the month you feel completely different, and sometimes it's something that's going on in your life, and sometimes it's something that is just completely external and you're not control. And as you probably know, and you all seen, the moon is changing the shape every day. And there are some particular stages of the moon that I would like to talk about that helps us to understand our emotions. So what happens is, moon is a representation of the feminine energy and feminine power on the earth, as the sun is also considered as a masculine energy and masculine power. So the more we connect with the mother moon, and the more we establish our personal relationship, heart to heart, or our navel center to her energy, the more we can fill up with that type of divine feminine. And there are 8 different stages that moon goes through, and every stage represents something. And I'm hoping that if you have that knowledge, and then next time you look at the moon, you're just like, oh, this stage means this, so I can incorporate that into my life and then start living with the moon and understand your emotions a little bit better. Okay, let's start. And the first stage is new moon. So the new moon happens, then it's dark. There's no moon at all. Um, and that's just a few days, and this is very beginning. So for our convenience, let's just call that rebirthing stage. And imagine that then the new baby is just born. How do they feel? They feel very depleted, and they feel like, they've done a lot. They went through like a very intense process to come to this world. And this, like, on a smaller scale, that happens to us every month. And the rebirthing and that stage of resting and rejuvenating ourselves after the birth is what the new moon represents. So most of the time you might feel like you have very, very low energy, no desire to do things at all. And this stage of the moon is very internal. This is when maybe you want to stay at home alone. You don't really want to even touch your phone. You kind of want to just kind of cuddle with your pillow and maybe watch a good movie. So this is what you should exactly do. There is no need to force yourself to do things and feel guilty and push through and just make things happen. Of course, like, if we need to go to work, it is what it is. But also, I'll encourage you to take it easy and give yourself some rest, and don't schedule any extra activities. And maybe let's just try it today. I want you to close your eyes for a moment, and I will be incorporating some breathing techniques and visualization for our process today to connect with the moon a little deeper. So close your eyes and make your spine really straight, bring your shoulders down, chin parallel to the floor, and focus your attention just inside your belly. You might even put both of your hands to your belly, just like so. And on the inhale, breathe in deeply and feel like belly is pushing your hands forward. And on the exhale, soften it up, and your belly button will come back towards your spine. Hope you feel the movement. And we're just going to do that a few more times. So take a deep breath in and visualize that the energy is filling up your body. This prana, the air, comes in And on the exhale, the air is going out of your body and you empty completely. And energetically imagine that this rebirthing stage is just your process to regain, recuperate, and gain back the energy. So the more you rest, the better it is actually for the rest of the month. Keep breathing deeply. Inhale, belly comes forward. And on the exhale, soften it up. Inhale forward. And exhale, belly comes back. And then relax your hands on your lap once again. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes gently. And then we'll move to another stage. So the second stage of the moon is waxing crescent. So this is the time when we start to see a little bit of the moon. It is a very tiny piece, and the horns of the moon are pointing to the left when you see the sky. So this time is the time of setting intentions. So this is then the energy starts growing a little bit, but it's not very strong yet. This is just a few days after their new birth of the moon. And what this represents is that you can sow the seeds. You can put the seeds, put your intention out there for the universe, for the mother moon to know what do you want to bring into your life. What that energetically means for your body, that you gain a little bit more energy. So you're starting to feel like, okay, things are flowing. I can feel like maybe I can incorporate a little bit more of activity in my life. I feel a little bit more energy into my body. I feel physically a little bit stronger. But you should still pace yourself and take it slow and start some activities, but not really vigorous activities. So maybe not running or going to the gym, but some things like yoga, like a gentle walk, maybe a walk under the moonlight to connect with the moon. And think, what do you want to bring? And if we're talking about emotions, what kind of feelings and emotions do you want to feel this month? And just to practice it a little bit, I'll ask you to close your eyes one more time. So close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Exhale out of your mouth. And now just visualize, how do you want to feel this month? Do you want to feel joyful, happy, maybe very energized, maybe just like, stable and peaceful? We all know what we want to bring into our life. What do you need in this month? And now I want you to bring this type of energy, this type of feeling into your body. Let's say you want to feel joyful. So start to feel that joy tickling your body from inside. So when you feel joyful, your heart is open wide. You welcome new opportunities. You're really open. You smile at the strangers. And anything else your heart desires, and whatever you think is that state represents in your life. And take a deep breath in and spread that energy evenly through your whole body, all over your body, like really spread it. All right, and take a deep breath in and the breath out. And when you're ready, bring your energy back to the space and open your eyes, and we'll continue to flow with the moon. So the third stage of the moon is a first quarter. So the quarter is, then we see the moon and she is like round. So the first quarter is exactly half like this. You look at the sky, you see half of the moon, and our energy starts growing with the moon. The moon is getting bigger and we get more active. And we, maybe it feels like you start to wake up a little bit easier. When you come from work, you don't want to just directly go home. You might feel that, you wish to see your friends. You wanted to connect with people. You become a little bit more social. You feel like you want to spend your evening with some friends and go out or call someone and check on things, how your friends and family are doing, and we start to become a little bit more extroverted. Our attention is outside of our room, outside of our body, to the other people around us. And we might, at the emotional level, we might feel like things are happening and we already had the intention out there for the universe. So now what usually happens in life, right? You plan something and now those things start to a little bit to come into life. But what happens, we might see first obstacles in front of us, walls, challenges. I really like the word challenge, so let's just call it challenges. Let's say some people tell you no, and that joyful state from your body starts to decrease, and you're just like, well, maybe it's not sustainable for me to be in joy all the time. Or whatever feeling you wanted to have in your body, someone told you, oh no, you cannot do that, or something happened at work and that turned your mood upside down. Life is life. We are in the flow, things happen. And challenges are a very normal process of life. And what it means when we have a challenge, that means we're going towards the direction that we need to go. This is our calling, this is our path. And obstacles is just kind of like a check-in for us. It's just like, are you really ready to go that direction? Are you really ready to pursue your dreams? What if we give you a little bit of challenge? Would you be able to overcome it? Would you be able to still stick with your values and proceed forward? So for this little stage of the first quarter, I want you to close your eyes once again. Take a deep breath in and fully relax your body. And now I want you to imagine whichever obstacle or whichever block is in your life. It might be physical, it might be emotional, it might be very old patterns that you keep repeating in your life. Imagine it in a different shape or form in front of you. It might be a block, might be a wall, might be a fence. And now imagine that you are coming closer to it. And because this is your imagination and it's super strong, you can overcome it in any way possible. If it's, if it's a wall, you can walk around it, or you can kick it and it breaks, or you can take an axe and break it. Use your creativity and make that obstacle to break or disappear from your life. And I just want you to feel that feeling of lightness in your body. That's just like, oh yeah, I I can do this. And it's actually not too hard. Okay, I hope you all over your obstacles by now. And I want you to memorize that feeling in your body, that victory feeling that, yeah, I can do it. It's not that hard. If I'm going to stick with my intention, I can go for any obstacle. All right. And take one more deep breath in. And when you're ready, open your eyes and come back. And the next stage is Vaxing-Gibbon. And what that means is to refine. And that stage of the moon, then the moon is growing and the moon is almost full, but not too full yet. It's like that. So as we go through the life, as we go through our month, and we set up some intentions, but going forward, we might feel that intentions need a little bit of change and a little bit of refinement. And universe really hears your direct message. And sometimes then we say something, universe just hears what we said, not what we meant by it. And things start happening and you just feel like, oh yeah, things happening towards what I want. And I feel what I feel, but also I just want to change it a little bit and tweak and twist it, kind of thing. So for the whole puzzle to come together. And the energy wise, you might feel really, really strong by now. So your energy is really growing. You're very outgoing and you really want to like share your joy, your energy. And maybe even at this point, you will be in a place to support your friends, to give an advice, to schedule like good conversation with your boss at work. If you need to ask for something, or you might want to be really active with your projects and call your partners and organize things. So this is like the stage there you are feeling really strong. You feel that you're on top of the world and your mood is really, really like happy and good and light, and you feel everything is possible. What this stage is inviting us to do is to express some flexibility, because when we feel really strong and powerful, sometimes we try to pressure others or even ourselves and just like, no, this is the way it should be and I'm just going to go like that. What if you can just imagine that if you change your path a little bit and make it a little bit smoother, a little bit softer, agree with others a little bit more, surrender to the divine order a little bit more, the things can come up at the different angle and be easier for you and for everyone around you. And your intention might have different colors, and the fulfillment of your intention can come forward a little bit faster. So for this one, I just want you to close your eyes and visualize the lotus or any type of flower. You can even like hold the lotus flower with your hands, connecting the bottom of your palms together, pinkies and thumbs together, and bringing that to your heart center. And that flower just represents the openness and flexibility of your heart to welcome any outcome. Maybe even if it wasn't planned, sometimes universe has things that are better than we even imagine, but we're not ready to accept them because we didn't plan for them. It sounds really funny, but we do that quite often. All right, with your eyes closed, start breathing with your heart. Take a deep breath in through your heart and exhale it out. One more deep breath in through your heart. Exhale. And we'll take 2 more deep breaths. On the inhale, imagine your flower blooming, opening up the petals to all directions. And on the exhale, soften it up and look at the beauty of your flower. Inhale. And exhale. Wonderful. And then bring your palms together. Press them towards each other and relax them back to your lap. And come back to your easy posture. And if you're sitting like me with your legs crossed, you might want to switch the legs, another one forward, or you might want to wiggle your toes and readjust your seat, wiggle your hips, so you can sit just for a little bit longer as we flow through the final 4 stages of the moon. And finally, we come into the full moon. So I think everyone really loves the full moon. And full moon is then the moon is at the fullest. She is round and beautiful, and we can see her pretty face at the sky. So I'm in Vancouver, and we might have some clouds some particular months. So it becomes a little bit difficult to see the moon at times, and I hope you are at the place where you can enjoy the full moon. So full moon, one of my absolutely favorite days in the month. The full moon represents the full power of the universe, and the moon is the opposite of the sun, and that's why she can reflect the bright sun energy and we can fully see her. And the full moon is the time that everything grows really fast, and in Asian cultures the moon is represented as harvest. So when we can harvest everything, all the seeds, all the fruits that we planted, now we can harvest them and have that at our disposal. So 2 weeks from setting your intentions, now you can see some things coming forward, some things might be already completed for you. And what happens with your energy? So because the moon and the sun are opposite, so there's duality in the universe, and what that might bring into your life is a little bit of tension and irritation. And actually many of the people who come for my moon circles admit that the full moon energy might be really crazy. So some people feel really emotional, that everything just comes out to the surface. Some people feel very depleted, and some people feel like there is some type of energies inside their body that makes them very restless. Just check in with yourself. How do you feel during the full moon? And in everything, if you are really align yourself with that feminine energy and with the power of the moon, and you start living with the mother moon and plan your month accordingly and surrender to the energy of the moon instead of fighting it, you might notice actually that full moon days become a lot happier for you, because the moon is at her power, you are at your power as well with the feminine energy, and you might become feeling like very beautiful and feminine, just the same as Mother Moon, and your inner shine, your inner softness, femininity, and gentleness can come up during those days. All right. So to balance it, I really recommend to meditate on those days and get together, especially with other people. Ladies, be close to your sister, mother, a friend, and do some type of the gathering to honor the moon, or just even a tea party where we can just talk about things and share openly, and bring a little bit more of this softness to let go of that duality. Excuse me, bless you. So close your eyes and take a deep breath in, and then exhale it out. And I want you to do this very little meditation with me. Imagine the full disk of the moon just right here on top of your head. And the moon is shining bright, and you look at her face, she looks at your face. And start breathing in sync with Mother Moon, with your eyes closed. Imagine the moon in front of you, and start breathing with her like you are sharing the same breath. Long, deep breaths. Slow down your mind, slow down your body. And as the moon becomes full, you might want to do this practice outside, sitting on a chair, or maybe even doing some grounding, walking bare feet on the grass under the full moon. Deep breath in. And at some point, you will notice that you really have that energetic connection with the moon, and she can send you messages. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And now imagine the moonlight coming all the way down from the moon to your body. And your whole body is surrounded that this beautiful, soft, silver light of the moon. Take a deep breath in and a breath out. Great. And whenever you're ready, gently open up your eyes. And we have a few more stages. So, whining given, or feeling of being grateful. So the theme of this stage, then the moon starts to decrease, and as the moon is decreasing the energy, we start to slow down bit by bit. At the given, moon is still pretty full, and this is then we ready to give our thanks for everything that came to us this month, and everything, we sowed the seeds, and now we saw the fruits, we harvested everything we wanted, and now is the time to be grateful. And gratitude is one of the best feelings that we can ever have, and gratitude practice can bring a lot into your life. So if you want something, start to be grateful for that, even if you have a tiny bit of it, even if you have nothing of it at all. Start being grateful that these things exist, maybe not in your life, but in the universe. And for this practice, I want you to go back inwards and take a deep breath in and a breath out. And let's just name 5 things in your life that you're grateful for this month. Something that moon brought to you. So, number 1, what is it for you? And then move to number 2. It can be very simple, very small things like sun is shining, my kids are healthy, I have food on my table. Number 3. And number 4. And number 5. So 5 things all together. Great. And if you struggle with gratitude, practice it a little bit more and make it a daily practice before night or first thing in the morning. So to start your day or finish your day with positive emotion of gratitude. And the 7th stage of the moon is last quarter of the moon. So last quarter is again, moon is full, and then half of it exactly is the last quarter. But now it goes to the other side. So then the circle goes to the other side. It's to the left now. And this is representing release. As the moon starts to decrease the energy, and it's like growing, the peak is at the full moon and then starts to decrease in the energy. So as the moon energy goes down, our energy starts to go down. And as we go to the completion of the things and we go to the end of the lunar month, there's always emotions and things that get unprocessed. And we might feel a little bit heavy, irritated, angry by that time, because we just, our body is like a storage of emotions. And it's great if you process your emotions on a daily basis, but some people are really like hold on to emotions, or they just procrastinate. So, okay, I feel this, I'll deal with it later, and then later you forget to deal with it, but this thing is kind of still staying in your body because you didn't process it. It's the same process. We take the shower every evening to cleanse our physical body. It needs to be a certain process to cleanse the internal emotions of your body. And before you go to bed, you kind of just like, all right, I'm all clean, I let everything go, now I can rest for the night peacefully. And I will invite you to close your eyes here and take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you release things that doesn't serve you any longer. Take a deep inhale and inhale love and feel your whole body with love. And as you exhale through the open mouth, you feel like everything that your body doesn't need, that anger, frustration, resentment, you let it out. Inhale deeply. Exhale through the open mouth, let it go. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. And exhale, let go. Inhale. Exhale. And you can use this practice at any time then you feel that there's too much inside of you and you need to let it go. And finally, excuse me, the final step is waning crescent. So the waning crescent is then we can see very little of the moon, just a stripe of her, and she's almost done with her month. And as we do something really big, the moon like grows, becomes big, and then decreasing. So it's been a lot of energy moving through her body and moving through the universe. Um, and what happens is, when we do something really big like that, when we finish our big month in our life, we feel tired. And this is pretty normal. So the moon feels tired, and our body starts to slow down and feel a little bit more of like, oh, I really like my couch right now. I really want to stay in bed a little longer in the morning. It becomes really difficult to wake up, or I'm like really lazy to go outside. So this is time to slow down, and actually this stage called surrender. And I feel like surrender is the piece that is very, very feminine. And most of the time, we as women growing up in a very masculine society, and it goes for both ways, you know, the society right now is very masculine. Some guys as well feel like they only have to like go, achieve, get stuff. It's always like up and moving. But sometimes we just need to surrender and accept that things are as they are, and this is the best way of things and arrangements in our life right now. This is the best, and this is what serves our purpose, and this is how it should be, and it cannot be in any other way. And I will invite you to close your eyes, and I will invite you to scan your body from your toes, bringing the awareness to each single part, your feet, your ankles. And as you feel any tension or resistance or things coming up emotionally or physically, I just want you to accept that this is what it is. And I want you to see what happens when you accept it. Sometimes our tension, pain, and resistance just disappears fully if we accept things and stop fighting and stop making things our way and just surrender to the divine order of the universe. And take a few more deep breaths in and bring your full attention to your knees and then hips. And now take a deep breath in through your belly. Pay attention to your lower belly. Coming up towards your belly button, your hips and your lower back. And keep scanning your body, checking with your ribs, your lungs, your shoulders and shoulder blades. And then slide all that attention and surrender down your arms towards your fingertips. And take one more deep breath in. And keep softening your body to surrender to the energy of the universe. And just letting yourself be and rest and drink a cup of tea during that period of the moon. Then the moon is resting, and that's what we should do as well. And then bring your attention to your face and your cheeks, your forehead, and the crown of your head, and just accept your body, surrender to its power, and surrender to the power of the universe and power of the mother moon, that she is so strong that she can influence your emotions. I hope this circle really helps you to understand what we all as a collective going through every month. And if you are a sensitive person and you feel changes of the moon, I hope that will help you to adjust your life and use the moon power to your advantage instead of disadvantage, and also to increase and establish that really deep connection and relationship with the divine feminine through your relationship with the moon. My name is Anisha. I'm very grateful for all of you watching the circle and being here. You can check out more of my circles on my YouTube channel, and we do circles in person too. So if you're interested, um, shoot me a message, find me on Facebook, and enjoy the energy of the moon. Lots of love, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.